My name is Benji, and today we are doing a holiday gift guide for plant lovers. So this can be either for your friend or your family member, or just for yourself. These are some things that I think are more interesting and unique than typical plant gifts that you would think of. So first off is going to be clothes. So not your typical like plant dad or plant mom type clothes. Specifically, I'm thinking of a brand or a store here in Los Angeles and in New York that is called Hot Cactus. So on Instagram, they're hotcactus_LA. Okay, so their online store is actually called Cactus Store, and it's plant related without being too overtly plant related. The Cactus Store has some really cool things. They have hats, t-shirts, hoodies, apron type things, like full bodysuits. They have this one that says human fertilizer, and it's like a dead body with plants growing out of it. Yeah, I think definitely check them out. I own a couple of things from them. I'm currently wearing some shorts by them. These are some of my favorite shorts. They have these really big pockets in the front. I use these a lot whenever I am gardening or doing plant stuff because I can just stick a bunch of stuff in my pockets. And then I have this t-shirt by them. I wore this in one of my videos before. Yeah, it's cool. It has like some orchids of Papua New Guinea on the back, and it has this text in the front. And then here is this one of an aroid flower, which is pretty cool. So moving on from the Cactus Store, there is a plant store in Portland, Oregon that's called Arium Botanicals. And I just picked up this shirt from them when I was visiting Portland, and it's pretty cute too. It says plants, plants, plants. And the design on the back is also really nice. And I think that they have a hoodie as well, which I considered picking up, but I don't do well with white clothes. I actually already got a stain on this one. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is actually what not to get. So I think a common thing you would think of to get a plant person would be to get them an actual plant. But I actually think that this is not really a great gift. To me, plants are kind of like pets, but to a lesser extent, obviously. Whoever you're gifting the plant to, they're gonna have to take care of it, water it, spend money on it, put time and energy into it. And if they don't even want the plant in the first place, then it kind of ends up being a burden on them. Instead of gifting plants, I think it would be better to give someone a gift card to a local nursery that you know that they enjoy, or maybe just like an online plant store that they enjoy. Another thought I had was maybe you could take them to a botanical garden or a conservatory. If your friend or you have never been before, it's a really fun experience. You can see a bunch of cool plants and some that you've never seen before. And then it can also just be like an experience for you two, and you guys can have a good time. Something that I really like receiving as a gift is an upgraded version of something that I already use very frequently. So with houseplants, I think a thing that we use a lot would be scissors and watering cans. I have my scissors and my watering can that I really love a lot. I'm gonna go get them for you guys. So this is my Haws watering can. I believe they're an old British, English brand. Honestly, they are pretty expensive for what they are. Like, it's just a watering can. You don't need a nice watering can. You can just use anything. Like, you could use a cup, but this makes the watering experience super nice. I'll throw in some clips, but it creates such a gentle pour when you're watering. It's like a light rainfall, and it doesn't kick up any of the soil, and you can disperse the water really easily around the plant. This makes watering such a fun and luxurious experience, and watering is something that we do all the time, and sometimes it can be a little bit boring, so a nice tool for something that you do a lot of the times, this is super nice, and I think it would be a great gift. They also have ones that are made of plastic, I think. I'm pretty sure they're around $20 or so, but even with the cheaper ones, they still give a really nice pour and still have that light rainfall effect. I gave one to my mom, I think, for Mother's Day. So then moving on, I have these scissors. These are bonsai scissors. Plant people, we also use scissors a lot to cut off dead leaves, cut plants to propagate. It's just something that I'm reaching for all the time. With these, I actually display them because they look really cool and they're heavy duty, so they can cut through most things. Say that if you look up bonsai scissors online, maybe like on Etsy or a bonsai online store or Amazon if you have to, there's probably a ton of options like these, and it's just pretty cool and they age well, which is nice. So the next thing that I have is actually a little broom and a dustpan. So I also have these displayed in my room because I think they're pretty cute. You can easily grab it and then use it to clean up your mess that you make with soil or rocks or something. Houseplant people were always making messes everywhere with soil, so yeah, it's nice to have something that looks nice and is functional and makes it a fun experience to clean up the mess that you made. The next thing is a 2023 Platycerium or staghorn fern calendar. I just got this a couple days ago in the mail. This is from a store in Japan called Vandaka Plants. It's pretty cool. They have a bunch of like hand-drawn Platycerium species in here. So each month there's a new Platycerium species. So these are hand-drawn but then reprinted, obviously. So this is the first month, January. That's a Platycerium ridleyi. And then the next month, let's see, what is it? It's an Andinum wallichii, and then an Elephantotus. So pretty cool, you know, support a small company, small business. I also have a poster from them that is over there somewhere. I'll include some clips of it. And I believe they're still selling that as well. And I think that this is even a good gift for someone who doesn't like plants, just because Platycerium and staghorn ferns just look so interesting. Yeah, and I'm actually going to be giving one of these as a gift to my friend Jahao and maybe another friend, because they actually sent me one extra calendar for free because they just wanted to say thank you, because in previous videos I've mentioned their poster and they've received some sales from me, so that's pretty cool. Moving on, the next thing that I have on my list is an ikebana vase. Something like this, it has a kenzan inside of it. This isn't how you would normally arrange like an ikebana, but I'm just showing you guys an example. The kenzan inside of the vase has spikes, so it allows you to easily arrange plants or flowers inside of it, because you can just stick them inside and they stay still. And it's a really interesting and unique thing to most people, because most people haven't seen these types of flower arranging displays before. I actually got this one on eBay, but if you look up ikebana vase, then you can find a lot of things like this on eBay and on Etsy. I'll show you some samples of ikebana arrangements I've created or arrangements that other people have made, just to give you an idea of what you can create with this kind of stuff. This is not a great arrangement, but yeah, you get the idea. So moving on, the next gift is a grow light bulb. So I'm talking about bulbs that could be put into lamps, like a desk lamp or a floor lamp. I wouldn't get something that would require installation into a wall or something, because you wouldn't know what kind of space they have for that. So a bulb, which is really versatile, it's really easy for the receiver to implement that into their space and with their plants. With a grow bulb, you could put it in a desk lamp next to your desk if it's a dark area, and then now you can grow a plant there. And you're also lighting up your work area, so it's kind of like a very practical and useful, but also nice aesthetic gift. So the first grow light that I would recommend would be the Soltech bulbs. Those just have a really nice color temperature. I would only get someone something that's under 4,000 Kelvin. That way it works well with their ambient lighting. But yeah, those Soltech bulbs are kind of expensive. I think they're $75. I have a discount code Benji2022 if you want to use that. I think you get 15% off. But yeah, I think that is like my top tier idea of a grow light bulb, but there are other options. I think there's like a brand called Sansi and a few other ones that I'll try and find and link below. So moving on, the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about are pedestals, or like little risers for your plants. So with bonsais, there are these little wood pedestals that lift the bonsai up from whatever surface it's on, and it just like makes it look more like a display and something to be presented. So I have a stool, like a little plant stool myself, and I use it for plants that are on the ground, because plants that are on the ground can kind of look a little bit unfinished sometimes, especially those that are smaller. If you have a big plant, it fits more on the ground, but if you have a medium or small size plant, it can look a little bit awkward just being on the floor. However, if you give it some type of elevation, it immediately makes it look like it fits in the space. The last thing that I have to talk to you guys about are nice pots. I think pots are a great option because they do sometimes feel like a frivolous expense. So I know a lot of plant people kind of avoid spending money on pots. So this one that is housing my Begonia gogoensis, this is from a brand called Goodies. I think they're a local company in Los Angeles. And this pot and saucer together, I think is around $30. The next pot I have is from a brand called Hisami Porcelain, and Hisami Porcelain was actually what got me into purchasing nice pots for my plants. It just makes each plant feel a lot more special when you get them a nice pot. So this is one of the smaller ones that they have. They're probably like $30 to $50 though. Yeah, they're very nice, fit most plants as well. Like aesthetically, they fit most plants. The next pot is from a brand called Kinto. They have a couple of different sizes of pots and styles and colors, but this, I believe, is their 6-inch or maybe 5-inch pot. So yeah, this is my silver sword. So the pots that I mentioned just now are from larger companies, except for maybe Goodies. I don't know what kind of size their company is. Another cool pot to get someone would be a pot from an individual ceramicist, so you know, like supporting an artist. So one of my favorite ceramicists, her Instagram account is Mipa's Pots and Plants, and I have a couple of her products. I think I have like 4 or 5 pots from her. Her pots are gonna be more expensive because she's just one person making them and she runs a small business, but her craftsmanship and her skill is really great. I love her pots so much. They are on the smaller side, but they're perfect for like cactus and succulents and like caudex plants. Yeah, I love them. Okay, so that is all of the gift ideas that I have for you guys. Let me know if you have any other gift ideas in the comment section, and also let me know if you are gonna get any of these gifts that I mentioned. Happy holidays to everyone, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.